No, like romantic date for
Well,
you?
not yet. Maybe next year. I love Yorkshire pudding. Do you know Yorkshire pudding?
I've never heard of it before.
I miss it.
Yeah.
Really surprising and really good manners in Japan.
So do you follow rules?
Of course!
Really? Just kidding. 7-Eleven.
No, how is 7-Eleven?
Oh, really? You don't 7-Eleven? Hello, One Coin students. We have teachers from the UK and they are going to tell us their perspective on Japan. Can you kind of introduce yourself first?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Dan, and I'm in the Yokohama school. My hometown is Manchester, and I came to Japan 2.5 years ago. I came originally for working holiday. My hobbies, I really like history, so I like to watch documentaries or go to like a shrine or temple or something like that. I like sports as well, and I also like playing video games.
Very good. Very good. So your turn now.
Yes. Hello, my name is Stephanie and I teach at Gotanda. I came to Japan 3 years ago to be a student. My degree is in TESOL in Japanese, so I wanted to experience the culture for 1 year. And last year I came back to work full time, originally as a kids teacher, but instead decided to work with adults. My hobbies are playing video games and listening to rock music.
Okay, so I would like to ask you guys about Japanese culture. Can you tell me about the area which surprised you, after coming to Japan? So you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Please.
what surprised me is that Christmas is a romantic holiday. So back home, it's more of a family event.
Right.
But when I came here and I asked, what are you going to do on Christmas to students? They're, I'll spend it with my boyfriend. Oh, okay. And then I asked them, I'll spend it with my girlfriend. Oh, okay. And then the next one, I'm going on a date. So I didn't know here it's much more romantic. Back home it's much more like a family time. So, and New Year here is more of the family time. Yeah, so it's really surprising.
How do you spend Christmas back in the UK?
Back home,
Yeah.
usually we would wake up really early because we're all excited for presents. And go to church, usually 1 hour service in church. Back home, big Christmas lunch. And I don't know about you, but 3 o'clock, the Queen, she comes on TV. So it's kind of tradition to watch the Queen. And then after that in the evening, everyone kind of just falls asleep and relaxes. So, yeah.
Usually you guys have lunch, like traditional lunch or like what
Yeah.
you guys usually have for lunch? Christmas lunch, yes.
A lot of veg, turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah. I know in here is in Japan is KFC.
Oh,
Chicken,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Back home turkey. I love Yorkshire pudding. Do you know Yorkshire pudding?
I've never heard of it before.
Miss it.
Yeah. It's like, how would you describe? Like kind of like a sweet bread almost. And that's probably my favorite part. But it's more, I would say, spending the time with people because it's not often you sit together with your family for a big lunch. So, yeah.
So what about after coming to Japan? How do you spend your Christmas here?
Actually, I was working. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Then I went home, my mom called me and we were waving, eating the dinner. So, yeah, just a normal day.
No, like romantic date for
Well,
you?
not yet. Maybe next year.
Thank you. Your turn now, Stephanie.
Yes, I was surprised that many people in Japan still use cash, even online. So often when people think of Japan, they think of like a big technologically advanced society.
Right.
But in the UK, there's quite a stress on not exchanging cash anymore. It's kind of dying out. And many people use contactless debit cards. Nowadays, we just tap it and go. And Japan kind of uses things like Suica and PayPay now, but I feel like so many people still are more comfortable using cash. And even like with Amazon, you can like pay when it's delivered. And we don't have that in the UK. We always are expected to have a bank account or something like that. So it surprised me.
I see. Okay, so I want to ask you guys about Japanese manners and behaviors. So what type of manners surprise you?
Mine is actually the greetings that you get in shops. So the first time I went into a shop and someone shouted "Irashaimase" at me, I just kind of stopped, looking around. Did I do something wrong? I was really shocked. Yeah, this really surprised me. But also like how helpful they are in the shops as well. So, you know, for example, I bought some gloves. Oh, do you want to wear them now, or do you want me to put them in the bag? Things that we wouldn't get asked back home.
Right.
So just the greetings and maybe like the level of just how polite they are in the shops.
It's good.
I bet people actually follow the rules. Yeah, I think people are very conscious in Japan about other people, not just themselves. And so they don't want to inconvenience other people with anything in general. I think in the UK people are a little more selfish. They think about themselves, and this could apply to anything, but generally in Japan, like I noticed that people are more conscious about where they stand in the train, for example, so that they're not blocking anybody. In the UK, it's quite common to sit on the floor in the train. If there's nowhere to sit, people just do that and put their legs out in front of them, and as long as they're comfortable, they're happy. But in Japan, people don't want to inconvenience other people. So yeah, I think following the rules and being conscious of that is really surprising and really good manners.
So do you follow rules?
Of course!
Really?
Yes.
Kidding. You follow rules? Sometimes. Okay, so can you think of Japanese service which surprised you? Like it could be transportation, could be anything. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Please.
So mine was trains that actually run on time. Back home, our trains are really notorious for being late or sometimes not even coming at all. And our stations also, every station here seems to have a ticket gate or a shop. Back home, my local station is just a platform. There is no gate, there is nowhere to buy a ticket, nothing to buy a drink, no screen to tell you if it's late, no information. So that for me was very surprising.
So how do you take the train?
You can buy the ticket on the train.
Okay.
There's someone who will come like with this little machine.
Okay.
So you can buy it on the train, or you could buy it at the like the last stop, in the city centre, the major station.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess if you go in local stations, you might not have to if you're lucky, but yeah, I wouldn't advise.
So is that like everywhere in the UK?
I think so, yeah. From my experience, yeah. Also, we have tram. So in my city, we have the tram, which is the same. Sometimes there will be someone who can check on the train, but sometimes not. So yeah, I think trains that run on time and just the amount of information you get here is really so different to back home.
Thank you. Okay, so your turn.
So in terms of service, mine is more about customer service, and it's maid cafes.
Oh!
I feel like this is a very unique concept in Japan. I think it's a very niche market, and I'm surprised that even in Japan they're so kind of popular and they do so well. I don't think there would be a market for this kind of cafe in the UK, unfortunately. But
Have you ever been to Maid Cafe before?
I have not been.
Why not?
Not yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Who knows the future? I think it would be very dangerous, like back home as well.
Yes.
That's one way to think. Yeah.
When you say like dangerous, like in what way do you think it is
For the
dangerous?
staff, I think it would be dangerous. I think that people that work in maid cafes being like almost an accessory in a way from Japan, and I think that if it came to the UK there would be a novelty there and people would get a little bit too boisterous about it, and it could be dangerous for the staff.
Do you think like in Japanese service which might work in the UK?
Another minute. I'm still thinking.
I think if we introduced the game centres to the UK, they would be super popular. I think that nowadays things like gaming is becoming really, really big and a big industry in the West. So I think we have very, very small equivalents of game centres, but they're not very fair and they're kind of used just to take your money from you. If it was possible that more people could win things or could compete in things, I think that would take off really, really well. But for the moment, we don't really have anything like that, and I would like to see that.
Yeah, I think actually karaoke as well would be something. If we could take like Japanese style karaoke back to the UK, because now in a pub, it's not with your friends like or close people you're close with, it's with just everyone. So it's a bit more, if someone's not so good at singing, people will let them know. So I think maybe a Japanese style where it's like kind of private karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like anything that like you guys were surprised to see at the convenience store?
Yeah, microwave.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we don't ever remember seeing a microwave in the co-op back then. so you could buy food, but you'd have to take it home, eat it, or just a sandwich. So,
So no bento convenience store in the UK?
there's just, I guess you could get like sushi or like
Sushi?
yeah, not very good, but or like a cold pasta dish sandwich or something, but no like hot meals.
Can you think of anything?
24 hours. A lot of what we would say is similar to convenience stores. They usually close, around 11 p.m. at the latest.
7-Eleven.
We don't have a 7-Eleven. No. We have like a co-op, as you said, or a Sainsbury's local or something like that. But they close at 11, sometimes 10. And usually after a certain time, like they won't restock the shelves after 6 p.m. If it's just gone, it's gone. But in Japan, you can find full shelves of things 24 hours a day. It's super convenient. Who knew?
Well, that's interesting. I don't know. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming here today.
So yeah, thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe.
And don't forget to leave a comment.
Bye-bye!
私は英会話は高いと思っていたんですけど、価格の安さに驚きワンコイングリッシュに入会しました。留学サービスでオーストラリアに行きました。そこで海外の親友ができ、将来一緒に旅をするという新しい目標ができました。間違いや失敗を恐れずに自分の意見を伝えられるようになりました。世界中に友達を作れる場所です。
Relax and enjoy! ワンコイングリッシュ